I'm always right. I'm always right.
What is going on, Ben Nation? Guys, I want you to know something. It's not great. The crypto war has begun. The Democrats of the United States have attacked cryptocurrency. They are trying to attack not just cryptocurrency, but retail investors. They use the facade right now that they're attacking Coinbase or Binance, but they're not freezing assets just of Coinbase or of Binance. They're coming after your crypto. This is an attack on you, U.S. citizens in America, and you should be alarmed and you should be frightened, and you should remember this when you're going to the polling stations in every upcoming election at this point. Now, I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I don't really care one way or another. I am pro-crypto adoption. So if Robert Kennedy wants to support cryptocurrency, I'm going to vote for Robert Kennedy. If Donald Trump comes out and says, unlike what he said in February of this year, that Bitcoin is an attack on the U.S. dollar, if he changes his policy, then I'm going to support him as well. I don't care. I care about crypto adoption and your freedom. Those are the things that matter to me. Now, there are policies that each one of these parties are going to have that are going to be restrictive. That's what they do. They're in the pockets of somebody. The question that you have to ask yourself is not having crypto around worth it? That's the only question. So without further ado, let's get into the price action. Let's get into the charts, and then let's summarize this and wrap it up. So prices right now in between two channels. As you see right here, we had a nice little bounce out of this little area here, and we got rejected from bounced through two levels here on USDT MEXC trading, and kind of settled in between in the middle. Now, this does not appear to be, or would not look to me to be, a buy area. I would be waiting for a move to the downside, possibly to 707, or a move to the upside in order to get into this little channel here of rejection around 9,000, a little bit over 9,000, around 9,200. So if I can get into that area, then I want to see a bounce from there, and then I want to use that as support. Now, if I get up here, I mean, it's on MEXC, so maybe I'm going to take a short right here and ride it down if that seems to be where it settles, because it looks like right in these areas here that this is kind of a spot of mass resistance right around 9,200. So I would say probably going to come in a little bit lower, around 88, 89, and then I'd be looking for a short right there. Might be an opportunity. I'm not betting against Ben. I'm just betting against the market. So, but let's move on. You can see the same thing trading over on Uniswap as well. Chart looks a little different, but generally the same. You still got the massive spike. There is some opportunity here, but you're seeing that there is kind of a breakdown on this price level just a little bit below. Move this down just a little bit so that it looks a little better for you right there. Are we going to reverse from here? That's the question you have to ask yourself. And if we do we come up past 8,800 into this next range? I don't know the answer to that right now. I do hear rumors that they are rumors for me at this point, that there could be a major exchange listing coming, that we might be hearing something very soon. But until we actually start to get word on that, then I don't put anything to it. Now, if you come over here, then you can see that Ben Coin Now Initiative retweeted Brian Armstrong's complaint. I'm going to summarize this. I'm not going to read it for you, but just to give you an idea here, Coinbase went to the SEC and they became a publicly traded company in 2021, doing the same thing that the SEC is now trying to sue them for. They were told, come in and register. Gary Gensler continues to put this out there, but they keep trying and keep getting denied. Now, is any of this real? I don't know the answer. I know that Coinbase feels like it's real. Now, for those of you that don't know, Patrick McHenry and Glenn Thompson, in the U.S. House of Representatives, head of the Financial Services Committee, and the chair of the House Department of Agriculture, have met on June 2nd. They put out a draft of some legislation to protect cryptocurrency. And that might explain why in the last couple days since that framework was put out, that now there is a massive attack by the Democrats on cryptocurrency. You've seen Joe Biden come out and say that he wouldn't sign any bill that protected cryptocurrency investors. And you've seen Joe Kahanis come out and say that she needs to form a Gestapo of people to attack cryptocurrency. You've seen and also because they're trying to use it for fentanyl. Well, they're trying to use the US dollar to buy it on the streets, and I don't see her trying to stop the US dollar. So she's a hypocrite, and it's a joke, and she should be treated as such. Massachusetts, you're on the clock. And then finally, Ryan Selskis kind of summarizes this, and you can't really summarize this any better than this. They failed to catch FTX. They filed a lawsuit on FTX after Sam Bankman-Fried had already been arrested. They failed to protect Grayscale investors. $8 billion was lost in Grayscale. They failed to protect against Voyager, Genesis, and BlockFi over $4 billion. It's not that he's mean. It's that Gary Gensler is an incompetent, crooked cop. Now, what does it really mean? Here's what that really means. Goldman Gary is he's in the hands of banks. This is all about banks. What banks want to do, they know that cryptocurrency is the future. They understand that cryptocurrency is what is going to take over the world at some point very, very soon. They understand that. What they're trying to do is slow it down so that these banks can get their meat hooks into it, and they can create their own CBDCs so that you rely on them for the US dollar, so they can create their own sort of asset class, and so that they can create their own exchanges, so that you can't use Coinbase, so that you can't use Binance. You can only use the ones, wink, wink, that the Democrats or the Republicans approve for you through the banking system, because this is not about your freedom. This is not about your liberty. This is about the banks taking you over. And that's why you need Be Everywhere Now. That's why you need the Ben coin, because you need somebody like Bitboy Crypto who's going to stand up for you, who's going to fight for you, who's going to do what he's got to do to try to help you to stop all of this from happening. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell to be notified of future content. And this is not financial advice. My name is Bleez. I'm always right. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you again very soon. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed the show. Remember to sign up for MEXC, BitGet, and NordVPN down in the links.
I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this.